All right. Good afternoon. Hope you guys had a great day. I think this is, hold on. There we go. I think that's level now. Okay, that's better. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll get started on our backs. Okay, so just finding a comfortable position. So if you want a little bit more relaxed, bring the feet wide and then the knees together. Okay. Or if you want a little bit more intense stretch, bring the feet together and then the knees can come wide. Resting one hand on the stomach, one hand rests on the chest, closing down those eyes. Just letting those knees soften open. And just breathe in and out through the nose. I feel that rise in the belly and up into that chest. Just that full capacity of the lungs. And then we'll exhale that breath out just nice and slow. And big breath in. And exhale. A couple more times just on your own. Just feeling that rise and fall of the chest. Now let's bring those knees back together. Okay, I'll bring those feet about hip distance apart. Those thighs are staying parallel to each other. Bring those arms out to a T. We'll just drop the knees over to the right side. Back to center. Let's go over to that left side. Back to center and to the right. And center to the left. And center. Now we'll cross that right ankle over and then we'll drop the knees over to that left side. Then we'll bring it back to center. Switching sides, excuse me. Dropping those knees over to that left side. Right shoulder stays down. And then bring it back to center. Go ahead and uncross it. Stack those knees right over those shins. And we're going to reach those arms up overhead to press that low back flat into the mat. We're going to extend that left leg down. So the left leg, it's not touching the ground, but that heel is hovering. That right arm is reaching up overhead. Now inhale back. Bring both the arm and the leg back to neutral, and then we'll switch. That right leg extends down, left arm reaches up overhead. Inhale it back up, and then we'll switch. Left leg, right arm, center, switching sides, center, and switch, center, and switch, center, switch, center. One more time each way. We're going to extend it out long, holding it here. And bring it back, and switch, hold. Bring it back to center, hug the knees, and just rock it from side to side. And let's go ahead and lower those feet down, walk the shoulder blades together. Start by just scooping, so just the hips, just the tailbone is lifting up, and start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, keeping that core nice and tight as we extend out through those hip flexors. And slowly roll it back down. Now from here, we'll hook that right ankle across that left thigh. Hug that left knee in, grab onto that left hamstring. Or maybe you start to grab onto that shin. The tailbone is grounding down, that chest is lifting. And then we'll lower that foot down. You can reach out those arms, just added that twist again. So just wrapping both knees over to that right side. Bring it back to center. And switch, cross that left ankle over, grab onto that hamstring, keep that tailbone down, chest lifting, pull that knee in. And then we'll go ahead and release that foot down. Tee out those arms and drop the knees over to that left side. And bring it back up to center. Go ahead and uncross it. Let's hug both knees into the chest, round that spine, bring the forehead to the knees. Then we'll extend those legs out, reach those arms up overhead, that hollow position. You're trying to lift the shoulders and the head and the arms off the mat. Just that low back is pressing down. Curl it back in. Reach it out long, warming up through that core. Curl it in. Extend it out. One more time. Curl in. Reach out long. Good, and then hug the knees, rest that head down, just give it a little sway from side to side. And let's lower those feet down, lifting those hips up. And then roll it back down. Hugging those knees in, rolling up to a seat. Let's just go ahead and swing those legs around. We'll come into that tabletop, hands and knees. So moving through the cat-cows on that inhale, dropping that belly, lift that chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, we'll round that spine, press the shoulder blades away, draw that belly up and in. Then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, knees up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Bring it back to a neutral spine. We're going to send that right leg straight back. Flex that foot, point the toes down. Hug that knee to the nose. Inhale, press that leg back out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, press it out. Last one, curl that knee in. Extend it out, sweep that leg over to that right side. Plant that foot down. You can bring a slight bend into that knee. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Bring it back to neutral. We'll press those hips back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, send it back. Inhale it up. Last time. Pressing those hips back. You can maybe reach those hands forward a little bit more. Keep that length through the spine. So slight lift through the chest. Keep that back nice and flat. And inhale, bring it back up. Go ahead and send that leg back. Okay. Keep it lifted. Left arm's going to reach up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Last one, curl it in. Reach it out. Then lower that hand, lower that leg. We'll go to the other side. Left leg is going to extend back. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Last time, curl. And reach. Swing that leg over to that left side and then cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, the tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And round. Last time, inhale, lift. And round. Bring it to neutral, pressing the hips back. Inhale it up. Exhale, press it back. Inhale it back up. Exhale, press those hips back and hold. And go ahead and bring it back up. Sending that leg straight back. Right arm reaches forward. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Curl and reach. Last time, curl and reach. Lower the hand, lower that knee down. And let's step those feet back to our plank. And then hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Just a few breaths here, pressing the heels down, pressing that tailbone up. And then inhale on the toes. Bend into those knees, step those feet up, top of the mat. Finding that half lift on the inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise to standing. Reach it up nice and tall. Interlace those fingers, side bend to the right. Inhale it up. Exhale it to the left. Inhale, reach it up. And release those hands as we fold. Flat back on that inhale. Exhale, plant those hands, stepping those feet back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift that chest. So maybe keeping that lowest part of the rib cage on the ground for that cobra, or lifting up a little bit higher into that up dog. Then exhale, sending those hips up and back, down dog. And again, inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. And fold. Inhale, rise. Side bend to the right. Inhale it up to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Release the hands, we fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to a plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now inhale on the toes. Bend the knees, step those feet, top of the mat. In half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Side bend to the right. Inhale it up. Side bend to the left. Inhale, bring it back up. Release the hands as we fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. And then bring those feet together. Inhale that right leg up. Curl that knee to the nose, stepping that foot through. Keep that back heel lifted. Inhale, reaching those arms up overhead into that crescent lunge. So core is tight. Sink into that front knee. Keep that back leg nice and straight. Then we'll bring those hands to heart center. Hover that chest and twist it over to that right side. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Pause it here in our lunge. Maybe go a little bit deeper into that lunge. And then we'll lower the hands down. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. Exhaling, down dog. Bring those feet together. Inhaling that left leg up. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose, stepping the foot through. And coming up high, crescent lunge. Good, back leg just a little bit straighter, bending into that front knee. And bring those hands to heart center, twisting it over to that left side. Good. Inhale, we'll reach those arms back up. And then we'll lower those hands down, stepping it back to our plank. Vinyasa. Exhaling, down dog. Then they come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Toes together to touch, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale, sink those hips down to our chair. Bringing those hands to heart center, we're going to twist over to that right side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left side. Inhale, bring those arms up, sink those hips down nice and low. And straighten the legs as we fold. Find the half lift. And exhale, plant those hands, step it back. We'll move through your vinyasa, or if you want to skip it all together and just go into a quick child's pose or a down dog, Whichever you prefer, you have that option. And then bring the feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Bending to that front knee. Hands to heart center. Twisting over to that right thigh. And inhale those arms back up. Now straighten that front leg. Come high onto that back heel. Reach the hands forward first. So our hips are staying square. Back is staying flat. So we lower the hands down to the shin, ankle, or maybe all the way down towards the ground. I feel that stretch all along this right hamstring. Let's bend into that knee, twisting that right arm up. So we're in that low lunge with a twist. And then we'll lower that hand down, stepping it back and moving through the vinyasa. Feet together. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through. Inhaling those arms up. Sink a little lower. And then bring those hands to heart center. Twist it over to that left side. And inhale, reach those arms back up. Let's straighten that front leg and fold. Hands to the shin, ankle to the ground. Now we'll bend into that front knee, coming into that low lunge. Plant that right hand, twisting left arm, reaches up. And lower the hand down. Step it back to plank. And vinyasa. Let's exhale those hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet top of the mat. Toes together to touch. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink the hips. Hands come to heart center, twist it to the right. And center to the left. And center, reach those arms up. And straighten the legs as we fold. And just let the head hang nice and heavy here for a few breaths. Maybe giving a little sway from side to side. And now inhale, we'll re-lengthen out. So slight bend in those knees, bring those fingertips down towards the ground. Okay, so we want the back to be nice and flat. We're gonna inhale that left leg up. Okay. Exhale, curl that knee in. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it out. Last time, exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it out. Now take a big step back. So we're coming back to that crescent lunge. Arms are reaching up, core is tight, bending into that front knee. And we'll bring those hands to heart center as we twist. Hook that left elbow across that right knee. Inhale, we'll reach those arms back up. Now from here, we're gonna go into a warrior three. So if you need to lower the hands back down to the mat like we just did a second ago, you can, or bring those hands to heart center and lift that, lifting that left leg up. Now from here, a little curtsy. So we're gonna bring our left knee towards that right calf. So bend into the right knee, little squat, half squat. Bring the knee to the calf, reach it back out. Exhale, curl it in, tap. Inhale it back out. Last time, curl it in. Good, hold. Now we're gonna add a little twist. So you can lower that right hand down towards the mat. Try and twist, reaching that left arm up. Good, bring both hands back to heart center. Big step back, open it up into that warrior two. So we wanna be able to see that big toe inside that knee. One more breath. And lower that right hand down, or right forearm down. Left arm reaches up and over. And inhale, we'll rise back up. Straighten that front leg, flip that palm. Reach it up and back. And then we'll tee out the arms. Slight bend in that front knee. Reach the hands out. Hands come down. The right hand comes down to the shin or to the ground. Left arm reaches up. And then we'll spin those hands down, stepping it back to a plank. Lower into that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Toes together to touch, or a little bit closer together at least. Half lift, lengthening out through that spine. Okay, this time we're gonna lift that right leg up. Okay. Exhale, curl that knee in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it out. Big step back into that lunge. Then we'll bring the hands to heart center as we twist. Good, inhale, reaching those arms up. Now again, hands come to heart center, hands come down towards the ground. As we float that right leg up, find that balance. Now bringing a little more bend into that left knee. We're gonna bring that right knee to the left calf. Reach that right leg out long. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it out. Last time, curl that knee in, hold. Now add that twist. Right hand lowers down, left arm twists up. And then bring those hands back to heart center. Big step back into that warrior two. But hold here. Really strong through the arms, through the legs, the core, through those feet. And then we'll lower that forearm down, reaching that right arm up and over. And inhale, rise back up. Straighten that front leg. Reverse it. And then we'll reach the other arms. Slight bend in that front knee. Reach that hand forward first. Hand comes down to the shin. Right arm reaches up. And then spin that hand down. Step it back. Hand down. Inhale, lift. And exhaling those hips back to the heels. Just coming into that child's pose. Take it easy here. Coming back to that breath. And then we'll come back onto those hands and knees. Let's step it back to that down dog. We'll step that right foot outside that right hand. Back knee lowers down. Twisting, reaching that right arm up. Start to bend that back knee. So maybe we just hold this position, or maybe we can reach back and find that foot. So if we find the foot, we want to be on that pinky toe side with the thumb up. If we have the foot, again, gentle pressure, pressing that foot into that hand. And then pull that foot a little closer to that hip. And then go ahead and release that foot if you have it. Lowering onto those forearms. And then letting that knee fall open a little bit wider. And then come back to those hands. Step it back to that down dog. And we'll go the other side, stepping that left foot outside that left hand. Back knee lowers down. And then twist. Left arm reaches up. And you can start to bend that back knee, or maybe reaching for that foot, maybe grabbing onto that foot. If you have it, then pressing that foot into the hand. And then that hand can pull that foot towards the heel. And if you have the foot, just go ahead and release it down. Lower those hands down, elbows down, letting that left knee open up a little wider. And let's come back to the hands. Step it back to our down dog. And then go ahead and lower onto those knees. Come onto your back. Hug those knees into the chest. Now let's keep that right knee in. Left leg can extend out. We're going to go into that half happy baby. So reaching for that right foot, you can start just planting that left foot down on the mat with that knee bent. Okay, and start to bring the bottom of the foot to point up towards the ceiling. That right knee is pointing down right outside that shoulder. And then maybe we extend that left leg down a little bit longer. Now rebend into that left knee, guide that ankle over that thigh. And again, grab onto the hamstring or maybe that shin, tailbone down, chest lifted, right foot is flexed. And draw that knee in. And then we'll lower that foot down. Release. So keep the right knee hugged in, left leg extends out, and then just twist that knee across. Right elbow reach out. Big breath in. And exhale, soften a little deeper into this twist. And bring that knee back to center and switch. So again, hug the left knee in, grab onto that outside edge of the foot, point that foot up towards the ceiling, knee is outside the shoulder. And if you feel like you want more stretch, just extend that left leg out, or the right leg down towards the ground. Now start to rebend into that right knee, cross that ankle over, and then hug the knee in, hamstring or shin. And then go ahead and release that foot down. So we'll keep that left knee hugged in. Just go ahead and extend that right leg out straight. And then with that right hand, guide that knee across. The left arm reaches out for balance. And now let's bring that knee back to center. Tug both knees into the chest. And then we'll finish it off with a hip bridge. So lower those feet down, lifting both those hips, lifting your hips up. Scooping that tailbone up, arms just be down by your sides. Legs are staying parallel to each other. And slowly roll it on down. And hug the knees in, rounding through that spine. Bring the forehead to those knees, and then extend those legs out. Reach those arms overhead. Full body stretch from the fingertips down through those toes. And we'll bring those arms down by the sides. Palms will face up. Shoulder blades will walk together. We bring those legs up a little bit wider. Arms can come a little bit wider. Take that big breath in. And exhale, just side out. Just completely resting here for the next couple minutes. And then begin to deepen your breath. Just wiggling those fingers and those toes. Reaching the arms overhead. Full body stretch, fingertips down through those toes. And hugging those knees into the chest. Gently roll it on over to that right side, supporting your head with your arm. Pausing here on your side for a few breaths. And gently press it up into that seat. Sitting tall. Eyes remain closed. Taking that big breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. One more time. Big breath in. And out. And then barely keeping those eyes open. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your evening. We do have power yoga tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So if you can make that, but otherwise, have a good one.